You this low-class girl. I always knew something was wrong about you. You belong to the gutter. Your secret is out.
I didn't mean for this to happen. Please, believe me.
I won't open my eyes and let a low-life girl destroy my empire over my dead body.
I regret the day I met her. I should have known she is a pig. Here are the papers. Everything is in order.
Let me see.
No one can know.
I understand. It's perfect.
Omona rich man, I go use am comot for street. Them go sabi for Lagos say I be rich man wife when he enter my trap. I must lock this man head. I don't catch big fish. No dulling for this Lagosu.
Three years earlier, Chiamaka Okeke was one of those young women everyone noticed in Lagos. Beautiful, stylish, always perfectly dressed. Her social media was filled with luxurious restaurants, designer clothes, expensive hotels, and captions about living the soft life. She had no traditional job. She didn't think she needed one. Her lifestyle was funded by the wealthy men she dated. A banker here, a politician's son there, even a Nollywood actor who lasted barely 2 months. To Chiamaka, relationships were not about love. They were about what came with them. An apartment, a new phone, a foreign vacation, a better lifestyle. Then she met Kelechi Obiano. It happened at a rooftop party in Victoria Island. Unlike the other wealthy men in the room, Kelechi wasn't trying to impress anyone. He was quiet, reserved, focused. While other men were throwing money around, Kelechi was building businesses. He wasn't interested in Instagram celebrities, and that made him even more interesting to Chiamaka. But Chiamaka did not approach him blindly. She studied him. She learned his schedule. She learned about his family. Most importantly, she studied his mother, Mama Adaeze, a powerful woman who had raised 3 kids alone after losing her husband and built a business about textile from the ground up. Chiamaka discovered exactly what kind of woman Mama Adaeze wanted for her son. Humble, respectful, family-oriented, a good wife. So Chiamaka transformed herself. The party girl disappeared. Suddenly, she was attending church. She wore long dresses. She spoke softly. She learned enough Igbo to greet Mama Adaeze properly. Mama, how are you? And it worked. For 6 months, Chiamaka played the perfect woman. And Kelechi fell in love. But there was something he didn't know. Something that would eventually destroy everything. Years before she met him, Chiamaka had undergone 3 abortions. The last one had caused serious complications. She had been warned that the damage to her womb could mean she might never carry a child. Chiamaka knew the truth, but she refused to accept it. And when Kelechi began talking about marriage, her fear began to grow. Kelechi wanted a family, and Chiamaka knew that sooner or later he would want children. He also knew that she could not give him what he wanted, so she made a decision. If she couldn't give him a pregnancy, she could create one. She secretly ordered a silicone pregnancy belly. It cost hundreds of thousands of naira. Then she used some of the money Kelechi had given her for shopping to pay for it. But the fake belly was only the beginning. She also needed proof. So she forged the pregnancy result from a small clinic in Yaba. Then one day, she showed the documents to Kelechi. His reaction shocked her. The billionaire broke down in tears. He held her and smiled. "You have given me the one thing money cannot buy." Chiamaka smiled back, but beneath her clothes was nothing but silicone. Within 2 months, they were married. The wedding was private. Only close family attended. Chiamaka explained that the pregnancy was making her weak, so she needed to avoid the stress of a large ceremony. Everyone believed her, and soon, Chiamaka moved into the Obiano mansion in Ikoyi. She had everything she wanted: money, status, luxury, a billionaire husband, and a place among one of the Lagos most powerful families. All she had to do was keep one lie alive: the pregnancy. At first, everyone believed Chiamaka, except Mama Adaeze. The older woman noticed things other people ignored. Chiamaka never experienced money sickness. Whenever Mama Adaeze entered the room unexpectedly, Chiamaka would suddenly rush to the bathroom and pretend to be sick. She also refused to let the family's doctor examine her. She always had an excuse: I have my own gynecologist. But nobody had ever met this mysterious doctor. Then one Sunday after church, Mama Adaeze tried to touch the pregnancy belly. She wanted to feel her grandchild move, but Chiamaka suddenly stepped backward. Too quickly. Mama Adaeze said nothing. She simply watched. Later, sitting on the veranda with a glass of zobo, she quietly told a friend, "Something about that pregnancy doesn't feel right." Her friend laughed, but Mama Adaeze wasn't amused. She had lived long enough to recognize when something was wrong, and from that moment, she started watching Chiamaka, silently, patiently, like a hunter waiting for its target to make one mistake. Then one day, the missing piece appeared. Mama Adaeze invited an old friend to dinner, Dr. Ifeoma Nnamdi, a senior consultant at a private hospital in Surulere. The two women had known each other for more than 40 years. When Chiamaka walked into the dining room, Dr. Ifeoma froze. She recognized her, not from social media, from a medical file. Years earlier, after dinner, Dr. Ifeoma pulled Mama Adaeze aside. Her voice dropped to a whisper. "Adaeze, I know that girl." Mama Adaeze stared at her. "From where?" Dr. Ifeoma hesitated. Then she said, "She was my patient years ago." Mama Adaeze waited. "For what?" Dr. Ifeoma took a breath. "An abortion." Then she revealed the truth. Not one abortion, but 3. The last one had caused serious complications and scarring. Dr. Ifeoma had been the doctor who warned Chiamaka that she might never carry a pregnancy. Mama Adaeze stood completely still. For almost a minute, she said nothing. Then she looked towards the upstairs room. "So the pregnancy..." Dr. Ifeoma shook her head. "I can't say what I haven't personally examined, but if she is truly pregnant, it would be a miracle." Mama Adaeze understood immediately. The pregnancy was either a miracle or a lie, and she intended to find out which one. Mama Adaeze did not confront Chiamaka. That would have been easy. Instead, she waited. She hired a private investigator, a retired police officer her late husband had trusted for years. His job was simple: find the clinic that had issued Chiamaka's pregnancy result. The investigator dug through the records, and what he discovered made the situation even worse. The clinic did not even have a functioning ultrasound machine. It was essentially a place where people could obtain false medical documents. Mama Adaeze now had reasons to suspect Chiamaka. But suspicion was not enough. She wanted proof. So she asked Dr. Ifeoma to help confirm the old medical records legally. Then Mama Adaeze made a final move. She arranged for the family's real obstetrician to visit the mansion. Officially, it was just a routine prenatal home visit, a loving gesture from a mother-in-law who wanted to make her daughter-in-law comfortable. But Mama Adaeze knew exactly what she was doing. When Chiamaka saw the doctor arrive with an ultrasound machine, panic took over. She tried everything. She complained of a headache, then dizziness. She insisted her personal doctor had already examined her. Then came the tears. But Mama Adaeze remained calm. She held Chiamaka's hand. "My grandchild is in there," she said gently. "Please, let me hear the heartbeat before I die." There was nowhere left for Chiamaka to run. The examination began, and within minutes, the truth came out. The silicone belly was removed and placed inside a clear evidence bag. The fake pregnancy result was placed beside it. Then came Dr. Ifeoma's confirmation. Everything was in there. The fake document, the medical history, the fake belly. The entire pregnancy had been a performance. And now Kelechi was seeing the evidence with his own eyes. He picked up the silicone belly. His hands trembled. He looked at the fake medical results and then at the note from Dr. Ifeoma. He could not speak. For almost a minute, nobody said anything. Finally, Chiamaka broke the silence. Her voice cracked. I can explain. Kelechi looked at her. There was no anger in his face. That was what made it worse. Only disappointment. You've explained enough. His voice was quiet. You've been lying to me for 2 years. Chiamaka began to cry, but Mama Adaeze remained still. Then she spoke. I am not angry that you lied to catch my son. People make terrible decisions when they are desperate, but you brought that lie into my home. You made my son celebrate a child that never existed. You allow him to cry tears of joy over nothing. And that is something I cannot forgive. Chiamaka knew it was over. By the following morning, her belongings were packed. Security carried her suitcases to the mansion gate. There was no screaming, no fight, no public drama. Mama Adaeze didn't need any of that. Chiamaka walked through the same gate she had entered as a wealthy man's pregnant wife. Now she was living with 2 suitcases and nothing else. She stopped for a moment, turned around, and looked at the mansion. The place she once believed would be a perfect life now stood behind her like a monument to everything she had lost. Then she walked away. And by the time Lagos heard the story, the lie had already become the scandal of the year. They say a river can hide its depths, but it cannot hide forever from someone who knows its waters. Chiamaka thought wealth would protect her. She thought love would blind Kelechi, and she thought she could manipulate his family forever. But she made one mistake. She underestimated the woman who was watching her. Mama Adaeze didn't need to shout. She didn't need to threaten her. She simply waited. And when Chiamaka made the mistake, the trap already closed. Because some lies can't be carefully packaged. They can be covered with expensive clothes, hidden beneath a silicone belly, supported by forged documents, and protected with tears. But eventually, the truth finds a way to breathe. There is nowhere for a lie to hide. So tell us, what was the first red flag you think Mama Adaeze noticed? Was it the fake money sickness, the mysterious doctor, or the fake belly, or the way Chiamaka reacted whenever anyone tried to examine her? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, like, share, and subscribe to Folktales, because the next story will remind you that in Lagos, you can hide many things, but you cannot hide the truth forever.